Hi everyone, welcome. How are you all? A big welcome to Janine, Bernard, Kira Lee, Michelle, Abby, Pamela, Momo, Rosalind, no problems. Robin, hello. How is everyone? I hope we are good. It's only, what, 5 days till Christmas? Ah, scary. Meow. Shadow says hello. She's wandering off now though. She's already been sitting here all morning. Hi Megan, welcome. Hi Ruth. Welcome guys. How's everyone's weekends been? Have we been busy getting organised? You shush. I can't get rid of this light reflection off my picture. It's actually darker than it looks here in the camera. It's almost finished. How awesome is it looking? Like seriously, it's looking amazing. I'm loving it. And somebody said last week I should frame it and bring it out every year as a Christmas decoration. Good idea. The little miniature that I did, the Christmas miniature, we had that on, we had our family Christmas yesterday, so I'm a little bit blah. We had a big weekend. Caught up with some friends we haven't caught up with for a while, which we do every year right before Christmas. So we had that for Saturday night, and then we were up really early on the Sunday because we had family Christmas with Cameron's side of the family. So it was great. It was amazing. It was fun, but so tiring. Hi Tippy. Welcome. Now, I just want to, I'll mention it again later on. So if you're here now and I mention it again later, sorry for mentioning it a couple of times. But at the moment, if you were to join Ruth's Facebook group, and you post your Santa page that you've done in the album there for these, she's actually giving away a grayscale image to those that enter. So how cool is that, guys? What I'll do is I'll grab the image so you can see it, and I'll grab the Facebook link too. It is all in the description under the video here as well. But, excuse my scrolling because I've got a stupid mouse. Here is the Facebook group. Go check her out there. And Ruth does her own colour alongs and YouTube videos and things like that too. So there's heaps of good hints and tips there for colouring in grayscale and colouring in general. Yeah. Hi Patty, welcome. So here is that was the link. It's in the chat now, and it's also in the description. So if you're watching later, it's down there as well. And this is the image. Let me just save it here, and then I can pop it up on OBS here for you. Whoop, whoop. All right, now Della, are you here yet? I need to chat with Della when she comes in, guys. So make sure if anyone remembers. I have to Shadow, really? Do you have to? Alright, here we go. This is what she's giving away. She's giving away this beautiful colouring page here. So make sure you go into the group enter the group and go and post your Santa images in the album that's there, and you will get this image for free. How cool! How cool! So we'll I'll bring it up again in the middle just so that people remember, and I'll try to remember to do it at the end as well. So I'll do that. You know what will help me remember? Let me just write it down. All right, there we go. All right, so we'll I'll show that again later on. But this is what we're going to finish up today. Hopefully we get everything done. There's not really a lot to do, but these little details may take us a little bit of time. So we've got these little characters here and our little bear and a kitty cat. But look, the truth is we're actually going to use grey, French grey on these because they're kind of got a little bit of a brownie tone to them. So they won't take us too long to do. So that's cool, huh? Oh, Abby, no problems. Very fair. All right. Shadow's being really silly right now, and I wish I could point my camera at her, but it's too far away and dark. Abby, oh, honey. I'll give you something special later. All right. So, yes, happy Hanukkah, that's right. I generally don't do a lot of Christmas stuff for that reason too, is because I know that not everybody does celebrate, and that's okay. Meow. Stop being silly, you. Silly kitty. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get started. You guys are awesome. Make me laugh. All right. Where are we? Where are we, my dears? Happy Hanukkah late. It's finished, hasn't it? Yeah. Awesome. All right. So, oh, sweetness. I know that we've got a few less. I think there was some sort of colour-a-thon going on, and there was an overlap. So that's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. I have a few prezzies to give away today. I have 2 copies of the sample pack, this one, and I also have a little bit extra because it's the last one, and I wanted to give a little bit extra for Christmas. I have 2 copies of the Santa's Christmas grayscale colouring book to give away today as well, so very cool. Actually, it is, Patty. It's hot here. Hi, Loretta. It's very hot here, so we have Santa in board shorts and not a Santa suit, and there's no snow. It's sun and beach. I would love to see a cold Christmas. That would be cool. It is hot, that's right. It'd be nice to see a winter Christmas, I think, for us. We see all of this, you know, snow and things, and we're like, oh, yeah, we didn't have any of that. It still can be magical, though, just because it's, you know, not summer. We have beautiful sunsets and beautiful beaches, and it's glorious and warm. And look, it's not often where I am, it's not often we get snow and things like that. So I think that's why we think it would be nice to have that wintry white Christmas. All right, let's do it. Let's get started. I've got my list here. Oh, you are? Thanks, Abby. And as I was just going to say, just because we don't colour Christmas or do Christmas, that's fine. But these techniques you can use on any grayscale image, or any image, I should say. So hopefully it helps you with colouring wood and colouring different types of things like that. And also following along with the shading in the grayscale and things. I hope this helps anyway, even if you don't do Christmas images. I've got gold. It's coming off a bit already because I've had it on for a couple of days. I finished it because last week I got on stream and I only managed to get the gold fingers done. And then I finished it. So I have all of the colours now. Green, gold and red. And I wore a green dress yesterday, so it matched my dress, which was kind of cool. Hi, Tara Lynn. Welcome. No worries, Abby. So yeah, it was good. They've come out awesome. So I'm gonna redo them again for Christmas Day probably, because I've already got a couple of chips. Look at that, and it's already starting to wear off here on the edges. So a bit of a bummer. But look, it's cheap, so you know it doesn't really matter that that's happening. You know, it didn't cost me much. Did it myself, so all good. Oh, good. Look at this Christmas tinsel. Do you know I really love these colours for Christmas? This white and hollow kind of... It's so pretty. Our Christmas tree is this colour this year. Maybe that's because we don't have that white Christmas, you know? Oh, winter snow Christmas is nice. Look, making footsteps, reindeer hooves and snowman is so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, we don't get that. We just like... Santa gets a beer. It's too hot for milk. Milk goes curdled overnight. So, yeah. Imagine trying to, yeah. Don't forget reindeer food, that's right. What'd you put? We do oats with sparkles. Vote for beer? Yeah. Santa has to have a beer. In our case, a ginger beer or a non-alcoholic beer for the last, I don't know, 16 years. So no alcohol here. All right, let's do this, hey. Now, Abby posted up the event link before with the discount code for this image, and also for Santa's Christmas and the sampler pack as well. So that code applies to those things. And also, she's got another sale on in her Etsy store and everything else as well. So go pop over and check her out. Beer, maybe that's why Santa's always jolly. It is, I'm sure of it. He comes over here to Australia where it's hot, has a few beers, and then heads over to you guys. That's funny. In the beach sand, yeah, we could do that in the sand. It wouldn't last very long, but we could. Hi, Brian. We could, for sure. I thought we might do a gold bow, or not a gold, it's like a, I don't know, it's goldish. We'll say goldish in the in the bow, and then I might do a red present, so we might go the opposite. It's going to be quite dark though, because because it's kind of in the dark part here, but I'm going to use a little bit of a light umber in the darkest areas. Just like that. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Deco Yellow in those highlight parts there. There's only a couple of highlights, so let's just add that in. Just like that. I'll just zoom in a little bit for you guys. So this will be my final official live. I don't know, maybe next week after Christmas I might do something in between. There is like 5 days or something, so maybe I might do an impromptu one, but at this stage we're looking at the final official stream today. Goldenrod next. It's kind of sad. I feel like the end of it, like the year could have ended in a bit more of a bang, you know? It's been just a pretty crappy year. Overall, for everybody. But, look, to tell you the truth, I think that people have really come together well in this time. Support, and it's been great in that sense. But, yeah, bit of a crappy time, hey? Hi, Mona! Welcome! So Santa is drunk by the time he hits Canada. No worries, Sherry. I unfortunately, yeah, I couldn't. I just stayed for the first little bit and then just nicked off to get ready for this. So unfortunately, they overlapped it. Bit of a bummer. Bit of a bummer. Hey, did Janine come back in? Was it Janine who was in here? Janine, are you back yet? I know you popped in at the very start. You were the first person in stream today. Oops, I bumped my eraser. Sure. That's what I did. Just using the Deco Yellow a little bit in these highlights again. Yes, Brian, Ruth was doing them now, but she's having trouble with Della. I need to contact Della because her email's not working. But I did copy and paste it from the email address that she sent me, so yeah, it's a little bit strange. So yeah, she was doing it now, Brian, so you should get it. Ruth was here a second ago. She's working, so it's a little bit more goldenrod just to get a bit more of that goldy colour through, and then a little bit more of the umber. So Janine, because you were first in here today, I wanted to give you the first prize. Woohoo! Early bird gets the worm, as they say. Oh, Janine. Well, there you go. So I was going to give you the Santa's Christmas colouring book, grayscale colouring book. So if you want to give me a yell, an email, and I can send your details off to Ruth. Congratulations, sweetie. And you know what? the thing that I noticed too is that you're in a lot of my streams first. You're there hanging out, supporting me. I mean, lots of you do, and I love it. So thank you. And congratulations. Yay! Were you going to get it, did you say? Well, that's good. No, you don't need to. How cool is that? I'm so sorry about your job, though. That's no good. Alright, so I've done it that goldy colour. I'm going to do the present a bit of a red. So we might use some of the colours we've used in Santa. So let's go with my tiny little pencil, Tuscan red. Oh, thanks, Janine. Tuscan red, just on the shadows. I really do need to put a thing on it because I'm not holding it properly. Might need to get myself some more of these, actually. They keep disappearing. And you know why? Because I put them on the end of pencils and then they go in their pencil cases with the with the extenders on, and I'm like, I forget that that's what I've done. So yeah, finding them can be difficult. Let's go back. Bit of Tuscan red. Alright, and then I've got a little bit of crimson red, and we're going to go over that. Here we go. Coming over all of it and over the light areas as well now. Shading. Hi Tammy, welcome. Alright, back to Tuscan red again in the shadows. We're going to do a little bit heavier pressure this time. Building up over here. You know, I just went over the yellow with the red by accident, so I'm just going to go and just push that out a bit. Don't want you in there. Went out the edges a little bit. It's all good. We can fix it. Does anyone in Australia here do, I've got the crimson red again, and I'm just coming back over again. Anyone here in Australia do cross stitching? Just curiosity here. I thought, I found a couple of really nice cross stitch designs I found from licensed sellers, and I brought the pattern, and I thought I could buy my own material and buy my own cotton and do a counted cross stitch. Well, I think it is if you have live chat, if you have the chat open and you turn open full screen, it comes up on the screen. I don't know which side it comes up on. Anyway, I went in and I looked at this pattern and I realized, I don't know why they make them so big, but this pattern was like 1.5 meters by 1.2 meters. I'm like, I never get anything like that size done. Like, it would take me literally years to do that. So I was like, okay, so I figured out how to get it smaller. It's still not, like, the smallest I managed to get it down to was, I think it's 70 by 60 or something like that. So still pretty big. Anyway, I worked out what materials I needed, what thread and things like that. And I went on to find thread then. That's my brilliant ideas here. Did you know thread here in Australia, like floss, DMC floss, is so expensive? It's $1.40. It's $1.50 a skein in our local craft shop. So I need 180 skeins of colour to finish this thing. So what the? I may as well just buy a kit already done and wait for it from the US. It would probably cost me less. I just have to wait for it. It's ridiculous how much it costs here. I managed to find a website that sold them for like 98 cents or something like that, but crazy. Oh, Janine, thank you. Just crazy. All right, now I've almost finished the prezi here. I'm just going to come in with a little bit of the sand. We don't have, it's ridiculous. And that's Australian dollars too. So for you guys, that's a little bit more. I could not believe it. It's like seriously crazy. So you're just starting in the lighter areas. I'm just adding a little bit of the sand in there just to add a little bit of this color into the present, and I'm just pushing down the tooth of the paper now, so I'm just giving it a nice smooth surface. So here I was thinking, yep, I'm going to save some money and I'm going to do my own and everything else. And it's ended up, it will cost me, by the time I buy material, cotton, it's going to be over $250. Tammy. Oh, that's awesome. No, I don't want you to do that though. I think I've given up, actually. I think I've just sort of put it all there and I'm like, dang it. Dang it is what I'm saying. Over it, done it. It's not going to work. I'm just going to, because it's red and it is quite smooth already, but I'm just going to add some of the colourless blender, the Caran Full Blender over the top. Just to stop it from smudging and also to make sure it's all flat. Oh man. Done. How cute does that look? Oh dear. Let's keep working up, shall we? We probably, yeah, we'll work up. Oh, let's get some French greys out, shall we? Oh, you're so kind. Oh, you can't figure it out, Michelle? Are you on a smartphone or a... Thanks so much, Abby. Oh, Patty, you don't like the diamond painting? Not happy with it? Laptop. I'm not sure how to do it on a laptop. I've never done it before. Yes, yeah, Sherry, warm grey is good. I use any grey, Payne's grey, slate grey, warm grey. Probably not cool grey because it's red. Reds are usually warmer colours, so yeah. Alright, let's go. I've got French grey 10%, French grey 30%, and French grey 50%. So let me just grab those. Sorry, 50, 30, 10, and 90. Let me grab them. I can't find the 30%. Hang on. Oh. Of course you'd think I'd have it all out already, but that would be organised. All right. We're going to do the kitty cat and we're going to use sand as well in this one. A little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, Michelle. Well, welcome to chat. Working squishy cheeks. Okay. Squishy. Let's start with 90% French grey. And I'm just going to come in at the top of the kitty and just do some little textured lines. They're flicking a pencil. Over those dark areas. We have, so yeah, that was my experience with doing my own cross stitch. I did buy a couple of kits from Thread Geeks. I got a Christine, Caran, and an NS, I think, is what I got in the end. I can't remember. So that's cool. But yeah, I've got a couple of patterns now, and I don't know if I'll ever get to do them. And the pattern I brought to do, the one that I was looking for the material for, it's a Red Riding Hood one. It's really pretty. Anyhow, it's an experience. That's what we do, isn't it? We, you know, we learn as we go. All right, where is my 50%? Wait. I swear I had it here a minute ago. There it is. Gonna sharpen it. Oh, which one did you get? I can't remember, Abby. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thanks, Rochelle. I hope you're feeling better. I've got French grey 50%. I'm just doing a few little flicks. some through the dark. There was a couple of light flicks through there, so I'm just going to add that in again. Just a few, and then coming out into the next lightest grey and flicking over that. This is going to give it that little bit of a brown tone. This kitty is so cute. The castle, it's tiny, is it? Paint by numbers? Oh man. I still haven't even finished my flower yet. I've still got that to do. I told my mother-in-law that she picked a diamond painting for me to do. She wants to, I'll get it framed and she'll put it on her wall. And this was like a few weeks ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago. And yesterday when she came for Christmas, she opened a present. She's like, oh, where's my painting? I was like, get real. I had to finish my jellyfish first. Some people don't realize how the time and effort that it takes to do little things like that. Oh no, Abby, so sorry. Thanks, Mona. Hi, Helen. Welcome, my dear. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, maybe for your birthday in June. And Cameron goes, maybe she'll have it done for Mother's Day in May. And I'm looking at him like, wishful thinking. Cheekiness. I don't know. Just putting a little bit of the burnt ochre around the ear there. And I'm going to just put a few flicks of the grey just coming out from there just to show some fluffy. Cheeky is all I can say. Cheeky. Just flicking that 50% in and over that. And then I'm going to come in with some, wait, that was 30%, my bad. 30% in there. And then I've got some 10%, and I'm just going to come into some of these lighter areas and just keep flicking, just adding the texture that's already there. Just flicking through. I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of black and do his nosies. And a tiny little bit of white to do some of these white areas. Just flicking the whiskers out a little bit there and just flicking some of these white edges of the fur out. Kind of flicking down in the direction the fur is going in. Using a white gel pen. Hi Rhea, welcome. The jellyfish diamond painting, that one came from Crafties. And I finished that one. That's all done. That was good. I showed that last week, I think. Using the white gel pen, I'm just going to flick the whiskers there. Just a couple in the ears. His eye there, I'm just going to add a little bit of sand. in there and a little bit of black. It's tiniest little spot, so there's not a lot we can do there. And he's actually done. Let's just add some white gel pen. Done. Little kitty's done, and he's fully covered. If you want to make sure the tooth's flat, because there are a couple of areas there that aren't completely flat, I'm going to use the blender, and I'm going to do that. Maybe not, because I can't find it again. There it is. Keeps hiding from me. Giving it a bit of a squiggle there. Now this area here, I think I need to cover with a little bit of the, I think we used terracotta, didn't we? Just a tiny bit. I don't even remember what colours I used in here now. A little bit of sand maybe, just to blend that little bit of cushion out. Alright, looks good. I don't like this blender. No worries, Rhea. Oh, they're butterflies. So cute. Oh dear me. Oh, why? I love Caran d'Ache blenders. They're amazing. Okay, so we've pretty much done the bottom. Now I'm just going to work on the horsey. The horse is going to be very similar to the cat, but this time I think we'll add a little bit more of that kind of browny, sandy color in there. So I'm going to grab sand. And I'm just going to do a light layer of sand over the whole lot. Over all of the horsey. You must make sure when you're using the full blender that there is plenty of pencil on the page. It does not work as well if you don't have enough pigment there. So I'm not sure if that will help at all, Sherry. Bear in mind that some of my favourite papers don't have a lot of tooth, so that's also possibly why they're one of my favourites. Let's add some of this in the stirrups, and let's add it into the saddle. Alright, so that's my base layer. Abby. Let's go with some 90% French grey first, just to do these stirrups a bit here. Just making them that wrought iron kind of colour with a little bit of a shine on a little area there. Everybody's starting to get up here. Alright. Now, I'm going to use only a little bit of the 90% French grey. So just coming into the darkest areas to start with around the saddle. And underneath the girth bit there. Just going to come down on the legs and the knee a little bit with this. Just lightly. And on this side. And I'm going to use this to just do the hooves here as well. So just making them nice and dark. There's a little bit of a highlight on the front edge there. I might try and keep that if I can. Just come over with a tiny little bit of sand. There. Okay, so that was 90% French grey. Under the neck here. Nose and around the eye. There's a bit of a shadow from the teddy bear here. Just going to lightly shade that in. And then there's a little bit of a shadow just across the top of the legs there. So I'm just going to add that really lightly in there. Alright, now I'm going to do the 50% French grey. Oh, Abby, you didn't have to do that. She does have the non-Christmas stuff too, which is kind of cool. Fairies and things like that. Alright, so coming in with the 50% French grey, just adding it over the top of that dark colour and just coming out a little bit further. We're going to try to get this kind of almost spotty kind of effect here. It almost looks like a bokeh. Coming over the dark and into the light a bit more. So what we're doing is we're smoothing off the darkest areas and we're bringing that pencil out a little bit further to blend. Hey, let's do another giveaway. Let's do a sample pack giveaway, shall we? There's a little bit of wall there. Just gonna, looks kind of weird because it's right on the edge of the picture, but there's a little bit of grey there, which is actually the wall in the background. So just making sure I leave that. Alright, so the giveaway today, we'll do a giveaway of the sample pack, which I'll pop up on the screen here now. Your sample pack has non-Christmas ones too, which is cool. There's actually quite a few different things there. I really like a few of those actually. They're really pretty. So we'll do a giveaway for that. So if you've already won a giveaway during this colour along, then I'll get you guys to hold out for this one. But for those that haven't, please do enter. The code word is Merry. This is a PDF sampler pack. It will be sent to you by Ruth. You will need to email me your email address if you do win, and I can give those details over to Ruth for her to send them to you. So, if you would like to join in, make sure you've written the word Merry, M-E-R-R-Y. M-E-R-R-Y. And you'll be entered. Let's do this, and Nightbot will pick someone. Boop, boop. And then at the end, or closer to the end, we'll do a couple of giveaways. I'll give away another sample pack, and I'm going to give away a PDF colouring book as well. So we've already done one for the lovely Janine. All right. One Merry Sherry. Merry, M-E, like as in Merry Christmas or Merry Happy. Mary? Well, Mary has a lot to do with Christmas, I guess. Using the 30% French grey, I'm coming over the top of the previous colour. We're flattening out the tooth. I'm going to leave the very lightest sections though still, so just sort of coming around those lighter patches of fur, hair. I don't know, it's hair, isn't it? Who knows? We're just flattening out this tooth. There's not a lot of areas to cover here because we've already done a lot of it. Alright, and then I'm going to come in with the 10% French grey. Drink and be merry. That's right. Eat, drink, and be merry. Did you write the right Mary? Sherry? You know, it's like your name, Sherry, except Mary. Coming into the lighter patches and flattening out the tooth. You should still be able to see this sand underneath, giving it that little bit of a yellow kind of colour. Just making sure there's no texture lines here because it's kind of smooth. Being that this would possibly be a wooden horse too. I'm going to add a little bit of this into the hair here. I don't know what colour his eye should be. Probably just black maybe. Let's use the 30% French grey in there with a little bit of black just for that middle part of the eye. And then we'll add back in that highlight with a white gel pen. Just going to use white and just come down this section here just to lighten it up a little bit. And just down here. This is all where all the light sections already were. good. I think we need a little bit more of the sand in there though. Alright, here we go. Who's the winner? Nightbot's going to draw it now. Roll it. Helen! Congratulations. You've won a sample pack. Nice work. Yay! Alright, we're still going to give another one away a little bit later, and we'll also give away the grayscale colouring book as well, so hang around for that. Just adding a tiny little bit more sand in here. Just lightening it up a little bit, yellowing it up a little bit. And I think we're done. Just going to use the full blender down here. Make sure all that's all nice and flat. The rest of it's nice and flat anyway. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the 90% French grey just in the main area here, and just flicking some dark lines in those dark areas there. Okay, I'm going to do his bridle thing here, brown. I think we will use a bit of chestnut. Della, hello. Della, Ruth tried to send you an email, but it got bounced back. So, do you have a different email address? Send me another email, and I'll send it back off to Ruth to get her to sort that out. She said it just came back saying invalid email or something. Using chestnut in the darkest parts of the bridle here, and the reins. Neatening up around the horse there, those tiles. And I'm going to use, oh wait, I need the top of it done. Some henna. Over the top of that. And just coming out a little bit further. Left a couple of gaps. I'm going to come in with the eggshell and just blend that through. No worries, Della, thank you. Oh, they're pretty. You can see my reflection in those. A little bit of eggshell over the top of that. Bit of eggshell. In those light areas. Alright, blending that back out again with henna. such a tiny little area, but and a little bit more of the chestnut in the darkest parts again. Okay, we want sand in these buckles. Some light umber. And let's do a couple of flecks of white in there, just to white gel pen. Make those shiny sections just stand out a little bit. Okay, now the saddle. But this stuff, yeah, I can show you how I did it. Yeah, it works on all nails. Alright, yeah, you can put tips on too. Easy. Anyhow, let's use some wood. Let's do the wood. Let's do the wood. Let's do the wood. What have I got? A couple of different colours, haven't I? I can't remember what the darkest one is. Yeah. Okay, I've got terracotta first, just in these dark areas. Okay, then over the top of that I have some burnt sienna. And then I've got burnt ochre over those light areas. You should still see the sand underneath that. Okay, I'm going to add a tiny little bit of French grey, 90%, just in those shadows a bit. Burnt ochre, I missed a little bit there. And then we're going to use, I think we'll go with eggshell. So these are gel polish, so if you're not careful, don't pull them off, because you will wreck your nails if you have them on and you try to pull them off or peel them off. You do need to soak them off, but if you keep it on, your nails can grow underneath the gel. Keeps them stronger, but it can weaken them if you don't take them off properly. Just using eggshell to flatten the tooth out. And the full blender. No worries, Loretta. Yeah, Sally Hansen, you have to keep reapplying it. It's good too, yeah. Santa stars, very cute. If you don't put this one on properly, it goes like glittery. It doesn't, you lose the mirror kind of finish. So yeah, the first few times we tried it, we had to play around with it a bit to figure out how to use it. Now the teddy bear, we're going to do kind of golden like the bow. So I'm going to add in some deco yellow all over the fur part. It's a yellow bear. Never seen a yellow bear before. Anyhow. Oh, Michelle. See, mine are natural nails. I've just done gel polish over the top, just for Christmas. So I usually just leave them natural, so they're fairly strong. I'm just going to zoom in a tiny bit. I'm going to use the light umber, and I'm just going to go into the darkest parts. And because it's fur, I want some texture. So I'm just going to flick. Doesn't really matter which direction, as long as I've got those light parts coming through, so it could be coming up or down. Doesn't really matter too much. Just following the fur. Sounded like a postie. Had beep beep. So just coming into those dark grey areas. Just getting older, maybe. I find some medications make my nails sort of peel. Alright, I'm going to use some goldenrod and keep doing the same thing. He's looking less like a yellow bear now. He's looking a little bit more orange, gold. Huh. Do you bite them or pick them, Sherry? Here we are having some nail discussions. Alright, let's use a little bit of white and just highlight a couple of those little fairy parts that are jumping forward a little bit. For his snout, I'm just going to use some French grey. I've got 10% French grey. And a little bit of black for the eye. And the nose. And the mouth. And a little bit of white gel pen for the little shiny spot on the eye. Did a little bit on the nose there too. Just going to pop a couple of little highlight spots on his back there too. That tooth a bit with the blender. A little bit of white again, just flicking out on those highlight spots there. He's got a bit of a glow around him now too. Very cute. Alright, Teddy is done. I think we can add, I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of sand in this kitty here. Just roughly over the top. Just flicking in a couple of little sandy spots there. Just to give him a bit of colour. I think you kind of still looked a little bit grayscale there. Actually, the camera is not that great at showing it, but it's definitely there. When I do a scan of the picture, you'll be able to see that heaps better. Alright, I think we're done. The bottom section is completely done now. Just to add a couple of little highlight spots on this prezi here, this gold ribbon. My pen's not working. Here we go. Okay, just a couple of little sparkles there, maybe just one on the edge of the prezi there a little bit. I think I'm happy with that. Alright, let's move on to the walls. I'll zoom out a bit. There he is. I'm going to do the wall. I don't know what colour to do it. I'm thinking a creamy colour. Let's do French grey 10%. Pushing hard in those light areas, just on that edge there. Then I've got eggshell. I'm going to come over the top of that. So this is our light area here, so I just wanted to make sure I got that. Alright, and then I think maybe some sand just coming down into the darker areas. Remember, when you colour light over dark, you can still see it. And let's use a little bit of French grey 50%. over the top. Darken it off a little bit. Flatten the tooth. Don't forget down the bottom here. A little bit of that French grey. Blending it up into the darkest area. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. I like it. A bit more French grey, 10%. And I'm just going to go with burnt ochre. Let's just make this a little bit more solid here. As I've said before, it's slightly darker in, not under the camera. My light is a little bit light. It's sort of washing it out a little bit. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's move to the top. I need a drink. Water's finished. Uh-oh. 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 Put my camera up a tiny bit. This is a little mini board that I got. It's got my butterfly on it. We were trying some wood burning. Alright, there's a bit of a reflection here, so it's going to be hard to show what we're doing here, I think. Excuse me. Excuse me. There's my colour list. What have I got for... Alright, just going to put some colours here. I'm going to use some pale sage. Some sap green light. I just got to find them. Okay. I swear I put on a darker green, but I can't see it there anywhere. Oh well, we don't need to. We'll just put some browns and greys under it. No problems. Alright, first of all we'll do this little stockings here. Oh, I didn't put dark green on the list. Alright, I did forget what colour. My bad. I did think that I had dark green on my list, so that's a bit weird. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Let me just run through them. Henna, peach. Aww, rats. Okay, I'm going to add dark green. Yeah, Abby, he did. He did make that. Dark green for Polychromos would be chrome oxide green, maybe fang green for Black Widows, dark green for Pablo. I'm only going to say it once, so sorry. Now I've lost it. Where did my dark green go? And maybe Casino Green for Shapir Farbens, and for Arteza, I don't know. I'm going to have a look later. The darkest green that you can do. There you go. A dark green. It doesn't matter which green it is. Okay. So anyway, we're going to first of all do the stocking. So we're only going to use the lighter greens to start with. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Kelly green. Do some of these shadows first. I'm just getting into the darkest parts and leaving the lighter parts. Getting rid of my stuff off my screen there. And then I've got Pale Sage. Blending off the edges and the other light areas in here. I'm going to continue this all over the sock. Stocking. And I'm going to use some eggshell to do these little lighter sections here. And then some white just to blend that in. Alright. I think we'll do this one like with, what did we use before? Henna and chestnut. Chestnut. And henna. Looks good. And something, oh, what have I got? Carmine red. I got that on my list. I have used it, so I'll just do that in these lighter areas. And I'm going to use maybe sand or eggshell to blend it out, just to give it that yellowy kind of look as well. Let's go with some sand. Missed a little bit of the carmine red there on the edges. Alright, go a bit darker with chestnut. And henna. And a little bit more of the carmine red. Hi Angie, welcome. Oh, thanks Abby. He did. He's always doing stuff like that. He hasn't had time to do anything lately though. It's just been so flat out. Busy, busy, busy. I haven't seen my husband in 2 weeks. And I'm just going to use the full blender to blend that out. Somewhere here the full blender is. Getting rid of my tooth, filling that colour in nice and strong. Alright, okay, let's do these little bits in some sand. Got the hiccups now. And a little bit of white. Aren't they cute? Thank you. Cuteness. Cuteness. Let's add some Blue Lake. I've got a little bit of stocking behind here, so I'm just going to use that Kelly green and the pale sage just on that edge there, just have to be perfect, but just so you can see it behind there. Let's do blue on this side. This is like Ruth's original image. The colours are really pretty. These jellies are so good. A little bit of powder blue, blending that out. And coming over the light areas. Oh, that's a collar, my bad. Actually, we can keep our collar pale blue too. And a little frillies. Could do this one red. carmine red. Sorry, that's crimson red. My bad. I said that wrong. Crimson red. I was just reading it then going, hang on a minute, that's not what you just said. B, you just said. It's all good. Let's do his hat too. Okay, let's do a little bit of eggshell. In each of the sides of the hat there, and then on these dark areas of the frill, these gloves in the dark areas. Let's do this one's gloves as well with that eggshell. And add a little bit of that to the collar and the frills. And some white. A little bit of goldenrod. And I'm going to put this in a hair as well. Let's go with some peach on the face. A little bit of carmine red, that's that pinky red. I'm just going to blend that out with the light peach. She's adorable. I'm going to add some little details with a black pencil. I'm going to use the Verithin, the Prismacolor Verithin. But you could also use a sharp pencil with good pigment, or you could use a fine liner to do those details as well. Just in her hair, I'm going to add a little bit of the Deco Yellow, that shiny bit. Okay, for this face, we'll do it in a little bit of peach. Just around the outside edge. And then some eggshell. And I'm just going to line out his face details as well there. It's pretty tiny, so you might need a magnifying glass. I think I need one. For these tiny little features. Oh, isn't he sweet? Let's use carmine red and do these little candy canes. I did carmine's pinker than red because we've already done it red in his top here, which I'm just going to blend out a little bit. Use some white in between, the in-betweens. Now I'm going to need to put some paint pen or gel pen here. There is a lot of detail, I know, that's why I was trying to rush through it here. Just using I'm going to use a Posca paint pen just to redo these spots on him there. Now for the, I probably won't get time to do the wood in the mantle, but I'm going to copy what we did down here. So there's nothing different that I'm going to do for that bit. I am just going to go around the clothes here with a little bit of burnt ochre because they're a little bit fuzzy looking. Am I echoing? Ruth? No, we're not echoing. Echo, echo, echo. Am I repeating? Oh dear. Well, let's put these little berries in. There's loads of berries. So we'll use the crimson red. And we'll just come in and I'm just going to lay down the berry colour. There's lots of them in there, so let's just do that. I'm not going to try to make them all, you know, shiny and things like that. We can go in and put in some white gel pen to add a little bit of a shine on them if we want to. I just want them to stand out from the green. Little holly berries. Did I get them all? A couple under there, a couple there, 3 there. A couple on this side. Okay, we use a Tuscan red for these bows here in the shadows. Make sure I get some nice shadows there. Add one sort of in the middle of the bow there a bit. On this side. Kind of flicks up here, doesn't it? Let's just do right there, and there's a little bit here that flicks out. Yeah. All right, so that was Tuscan red. Then I've got crimson red over the top of that. Just left a couple of areas where I want some really nice light highlights, and I'm going to add in a little bit of probably sand. I think will go really well in there. Bit of sand, just blending that in a little bit, smudging the colour in. Put a little bit of carmine red there. It's cute. I am going to add some white. That. I need to blend this little bit in a little bit better. That's better. Just a bit of a smudgy there. Carmine red. Sorry, crimson red. A little bit of sand. So a tiny little bit of carmine red, just in those lighter areas, and then some white. Hope you can see that okay. A little bit of white. If it's helpful to you, have the grayscale image, a copy of it without it being colored, so you can just make sure that those little highlight areas are right. I'm going to add a tiny little bit of white, a couple of little spots of white to those little berries there. Not to all of them, just a couple. All right. Bless you. Oh, it's sunny here. It's 11, a quarter to 12, almost lunchtime, midday. All right, let's do, now as I said, I've added in that dark green. I'm just going to add some dark green into these ferny areas here. Can't believe I left that off. It was on my list, I just didn't put it on the list. I can update that later though. We can add it on. Just a dark green. It doesn't, honestly doesn't matter which green. Something nice and dark. Alright, what I might do is I'm going to put the flip through on for the Santa's Christmas colouring book. I'm going to give another one of those away. And I'm just going to have a quick 2-second break. So let's pop over and have a look at that while I run off for a quick break. Won't be a moment. And I'll give away a copy of this Santa's Christmas book once I get back. I'm back. Alright, who wants to win a copy of that beautiful book by Ruth? If you would like to, make sure you've written the word Merry. If you've already entered the giveaway and won something in this month's colour along, please don't enter today. And we'll give everybody a chance to win a copy. So write the word Merry, M-E-R-R-Y. If you've had written it before, you need to write it again because it's all been reset. Alright. Nightbot will pick a member. Hi Ashley, welcome. We'll pick a member from the chat that has said the word Merry, as in Merry Christmas. Let's do it. We've got another sample pack to give away after this, so there will be another giveaway drawn straight after. And we'll be giving away the sample pack. But we'll do this one first. It looks so light under this camera, it's so hard to see the true colour. True colour shining through. Yes, Merry, not Mary. I'll give you a couple more seconds to pop in there and alright, the word. This giveaway is in no way associated or affiliated with YouTube. As a disclaimer, you must be in live chat to enter. Tippy, did Sue end up getting in? Is she here? I don't even know. Still using that dark green. And just coming in and filling in those dark spots. Alright, here we go. And drum roll. Awesome, Tippy. Here we go. Tammy! Congratulations! You've won a copy of the Santa's Christmas colouring book, grayscale, PDF version only. If you want to email me, and I can get all those details off to Ruth and she will send that to you. So awesome. Congratulations. Let's do that again, shall we? Anyone extra that's popped in, if you'd like to win a copy of this sample pack. Ruth's put together this grayscale sample pack for you guys. You can purchase it at 50% off at the moment until Christmas Eve, I do believe the discount is. It's the same discount as for this colouring page as well. So grab it before Christmas. Make sure you go into Ruth's Facebook group. And here it is. Here's a link. Enter your Santa image into the album in the group and Ruth will give you a free image, which has come up on the screen there. It's a beautiful image. It's going to be in a new book. Is that correct, Ruth? You got a new book coming out? Let's do a sample pack giveaway. Thank you. All right, let's do a sample pack giveaway. Same code word's already been done. If you've already just said it, it's fine. It's still in there. If anyone else wants to enter quickly to win the sample pack, please do so now. Writing the word Mary. You're welcome, Tammy. Thank you, Roslyn. It's getting there slowly. I'm just doing the top part now, so we'll finish it off before the stream ends, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, here we go. I'm rolling it. I'm rolling it. Roll again. Sherry, congratulations. You won a sample pack. So big congratulations to Janine and Tammy for winning the Santa's Christmas Grayscale colouring book, and a congratulations to Helen and Sherry for winning the sampler pack. Make sure you guys email me and we'll get that sorted out and sent to you. A big thanks to the lovely Ruth for this beautiful page, the giveaway prizes, and also for the discounts that are going on at the moment as well. The cottage image will be in the Nursery Rhyme Etsy pack next year. Awesome! So congratulations, you guys. Alright, now I've done my green, dark green. I'm going to move on to Pale Sage. I'm going to put Pale Sage in all of these light areas. So there's really light, there's like two light areas. There's like a really light highlight area on these holly leaves. And they're the ones that I'm doing with Pale Sage first. Okay, and then I've got some sap green light, and I'm going to come over the next darkest area. I should say next, yeah, next darkest area, because we're going from light to dark. Dark. There's a couple of little spots of this light colour in these pine leaves here at the back. And then the rest of that area I'm going to cover in with some Kelly green. Alright, so, oh, excuse me. I'm going to fill out all the rest of these leaves with that. I'm definitely not going to get time to do the wood, but I will do these little vases here before I finish up. And then I'll do the rest of the wood off camera later, maybe? I don't know. I should just get it finished now, you know. I do this every time we get to the end of a colorathon. Do I just do it? Do I just keep going? Do I just go overtime? I just go overtime. It is the last stream after all. 2020, bye-bye. Well, it's the last official stream. I'm not sure if I'll get back on again next week to do something impromptu or not, so see how we go. See if anything interesting happens between now and then. How pretty is that looking? Yeah, all the grey should be covered. It's pretty. We've got dark green, light green, we've got some lovely red in there. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Oh, thanks, Loretta. Oh, Abby, you too. We hope you have a safe Christmas. Alright, let's do... Oh, wait, I missed a little bit. Hang on. We've got these little... My bad. Let's go back up here with the pale sage first in those lighter areas. A little bit of the carmine red, because there's a few little berries. Crimson red, my bad, crimson red. Little berries in here. A little bit of the dark green in the darkest areas. And then we've got some sap green light in the lightest grey, not the white light areas, but the other light grey areas. Gee, that's really good explaining there. I can't even speak. No English today. Kelly green for the rest of it. I know what I'm saying. What are you talking about? Okay, now for the vases, I'm going to use, oh, such a big choice, some beige sienna, adding a little bit of shape and shadow with that first. Same with this side. Happy holidays to you, everybody. No worries, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining. We wish you a safe and Merry Christmas. Coming back in on this side. let's add some pink in there. What have we got? We'll go with some light peach. Nice. And this side, some light peach. For this one here, I'm going to add some goldenrod. Into the handle and also into the lip of the and I'm going to use some deco yellow. And then on this one we'll do some blue. Got some Blue Lake. It's got a bit of a rose pattern on it. It's probably worth a fortune, this little vase. Some little fancy lines, nothing too detailed, just following those dark areas wherever they are. A little bit of white in that little shiny spot there. And I might add a tiny little bit of sand there too, just to add some of our yellow back in there. A little bit of sand. Same sort of tone throughout the whole area. Oh, it's looking so cool. Angie, was it my nails? It looks green, but they're green. Sorry. Alright, we use some terracotta. I'm going to use some terracotta in the clock. And because this will be the darkest part of our wood as well, I'm just going around the outside of the wood there. Put it in right in this section here too. Right in the middle. Alright. Let's use French grey for the middle. I've got some sand around the outside. Now we're going to do a little bit of henna in the very outside of the clock there. I'm going to use some French grey 10% again, just over the sand. Alright, I need probably, let's go with the 50% French grey and just come over these letters. Roman numerals, numbers I should say. Using black to come over the little clock hands up here. Sorry, I've got to get a little bit closer to see it properly here. Just around the middle of the face there a little bit and around this edge. Giving a little bit more depth there. Like it. Looks good. Now just with the paint pen, it's like there's a bit of a shine across it. There's some really light like streaks or marks there. I'm just going to draw them in and just smudge them off a little bit. Just draw and just tap. It's like a reflection on the clock. And I'm just going to leave a couple of those lines there. A little bit of eggshell just to blend these highlights off here on the edges. Oh, losing my voice. I find that happens when I've been out in the cold, you know. This bit of clock here is a little bit wonky, so I'm just going to straighten that up a tiny bit there. Yeah, that'll do. Looks good. I like it. Okay, and then we've just got the wood to do. So we used terracotta for the darkest parts. No, 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 no. This has come out absolutely amazing. I love it. I really do. It's a really beautiful picture. And it reminds me of those traditional Christmas days. I miss so much about younger Christmas days. It's not funny. Just doing terracotta on the wood, all these lines and details. Oh, Marilyn, hello. Merry Christmas. Alright, and I've got eggshell on these light sections, just coming over lightly over those. These shiny parts of the wood. Giving us a little bit of texture. You know what, that could be wool there. Oh dear, it is. So what did I use for the wool again? Eggshell. No, I used cool grey, French grey 10% and a little bit of eggshell, I think it was. Oh, it might have been sand, but this is the wall here. Sherry, I've got heaps. Go check out. I mean, the Magic Skin here. This was peach, carmine red, henna, light peach, sienna brown. They're all skin colours. Every Prismacolor video we've got actually would have skin colours. Burnt ochre, I think we used on the rest of the... Is that correct? Yes. Tell me yes. Yes, that's what I used. Burnt ochre. Coming over everything here in the background. It's not been coloured. So, as a child and a mother, I was thinking about when is it time that you stop going out to other, like to your parents and uncles and aunties' Christmases, and you start having your own for your adult kids. You know, when does it start when they have kids, or you know, when have you guys, anyone older who's already done that or going through that? What did you guys do? When did it stop being, you know, your family, like, you know, my parents sort of thing, to being my kids and their kids and whatever else? Never? So you still go like to your parents' Christmas? Like, I don't, just, you know, my mum and dad are separated, so it's always separate anyway. But when do you just say, okay, you know, we've got, my kids have got kids and well, they don't yet, but back to terracotta again. Just going into those dark areas. Then using French grey 90%. No, I'm meaning when do I stop going? And when do I start just staying here and getting my kids to come to me? Like, you know, is what I'm meaning. Because at the moment, I go see my dad and my mum, but the kids are getting older now. And I'm like, they're going to start having kids and things like that. Do I just start just getting my mum and that to come here rather than me going out? You know what I mean? Using some French grey 90% to get these shadows in there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tara Lynn. But then, because, you know, like I'm still, I'm going to my dad's side of the family, like with all my aunties and uncles on that side, and then on mum's side, I'm still going to see my mum and all my stepsisters and stepbrothers. But there's got to come to a point in time where my kids are going to start, they're not going to come with us to those places, like, you know, but I'm still going to want to see them on Christmas Day. So do I just swap then and have it here? You know what I mean? Like, they come to you. That's right, Mona. So you don't go see your parents though, do you? Do they come to you? Do you just, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it time? Back to terracotta again, coming over that French grey 90%, just adding some colour over the top of it. Sherry. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, do I really want to do this anymore? Do I just, because, like, you know, they're getting older now, and I mean, I want them to see their grandparents, but at the same time, it's just messy. Okay, I think I'm ready to just burnish that off now with the burnt ochre. Get that all finished. Oh, hubby's home. He won't be home for long. He'll probably have to go back out again. He usually drops home for a quick lunch on between jobs sometimes. Burnt ochre. Just coming over everything again. Because I'm on that piece of wood, it's a bit noisy there. Oop, bang bang. This looks so good. Looking good. Still live. Just finishing off.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello all.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Late Hanukkah. It's finished now.
Nice, isn't it? Merry Christmas all. Oh, it's looking gorgeous.
It's almost done. Hello, Nanny.
Yes. Oh no, that is great.
It's getting there. It's getting there. A little bit more of the eggshell. Just in these lighter areas, and then we're done. I'll just get that blender out and blend off the wood so that it still has a little bit of texture in it. And then we'll be finished. Just zoom back out again.
Alright, what messages do we have?
We just flatten that off with the full blender.
You got time for me to bring you a couple or not?
Yeah, I'm just about
Yeah.
finished, so I can have it after anyway.
Okay.
That'd be good. Just coming over with that pencil, getting it all nice and flat.
I love all the Christmas messages, little trees and hearts and
It's cool, isn't it?
all the happies. I love the emojis.
Oh, the cam one. It's a cam smiley face. Hearts. We're done. Look at it. How nice does that look? And I lift up a bit. I can't see the whole picture there. It's because we were quite close there, but
I might try and make you a new camera.
yeah, I think I need a new stand, don't I? One that can move easily. Get that light reflecting off there too. Pretty! I'll scan it up and I'll pop it up in the group, but that's it. That's it from me. Thank you guys. Amaze balls. Oh, thank you, Abby. Thanks, guys. Big thank you to everyone for being here for the last one for the year, last official one for the year. Let me just run through a quick shout out to the winners. First of all, congratulations again to Janine and Tammy for the Santa's Christmas colouring book, and Helen and Sherry for the sampler pack. And also, I just want to do a shout out to my lovely YouTube members. Let me just grab everybody's names here. A big thank you to Diane, Rosalind, Anna, Pamela, Kimmy, Lulu, Isolina, Dorothy, Dawn, Helen, Abby, Emily, Evelyn, Tara Lynn, Momo, Megan, and Tammy. Thank you so much to you guys for being channel members. Thanks, guys. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't come back on again before the New Year. And we will be back in January for Christine Caran for a new colour along. So I will, yes, Janine, do that. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, everyone. Bye.